Not only do we have a few flakes here in Fargo, but you can see a few flakes drifting through the lights at the Dakota Magic Casino now. That's on South I-29 at exit 1. And a little bit of a wind out there, but generally it's between 5 and 15 miles per hour out at the north. We have a winter storm watch for most of our area. Notice it's clipped off here in the Devil's Lake Basin. The lower chances of impactful snowfall there, but significant snowfall likely for many of these counties. A watch means, well, we're still waiting to get the precise idea on the track of this storm. Many will be upgraded to a warning in all likelihood. This is surrounded by winter weather advisories in South Dakota and parts of western Minnesota. But here's the basic headlines that you need to pay attention to. Wednesday, we'll have periods of snow throughout the day, but the main event starts in the late afternoon and evening hours with 3 to 6 inches for many areas by the time we get to the evening commute. Deteriorating road conditions, but not a lot of wind. Thursday, as we go into Thursday, overnight, Wednesday night into Thursday, the wind picks up, the snow continues, an additional 3 to 6 inches is likely, with some getting a little more than that, for a grand total of 6 to 12 over a fairly large portion of our viewing area. And then that's followed up by just more pleasantries with an Arctic blast that will carry temperatures to between 20 and 30 below and wind chills on the cautious side of ridiculous. 8 below now in Langdon and Cavalier, 6 below for Grand Forks, and 1 below in Fargo. Above 0, though, for much of western Minnesota as we head into the overnight hours. Wind chills are a little more potent on the North Dakota side of the Red River. Here's a storm track. We're going to see several storms kind of take a similar path to this over the upcoming, not 1, not 2, but up to 3 weeks as we close out the month. So several rounds of snow potential, and we will be on the cold side of this system. Snow tonight in the Arrowhead of Minnesota, more in the central Dakotas, some moving through the Bismarck area. This is all drifting to the north and east. So you kind of extrapolate that, and northeast parts of North Dakota have the best chance at seeing some accumulation as we go through the overnight hours. Hour-by-hour forecast shows that the best chance of snow as we go through the overnight in northeast North Dakota, and that could amount to about 1 to 3 inches of snow in places. So slippery driving in the morning up north. Now, as we start our day, pretty quiet, but there'll be a little passing snow here and there as we get started with our afternoon. Temperatures about where they are now for the entire morning. Nothing too cold as we go through the overnight hours. Here comes the main event, though, as we get into the late afternoon and evening. Our in-house forecast model shows this system sliding a little farther to the south. There will be adjustments to what transpires, but there's dry, cold air up to the north, and that will limit the potential for snow there. Nonetheless, other models have it a little farther to the north as we go through our Wednesday night into Thursday. More on that storm in a second, but flatline temperatures throughout the day on either side of 0 degrees, with the best chance of snow arriving in Fargo not until the late afternoon or early evening hours, and that evening commute will be impacted for some as we go through our Wednesday. Here's the bigger picture. A band of heavy snow is quite likely Wednesday night and into Thursday morning. It continues to move into northern Minnesota. And then watch by my kneecaps as that second wave moves from parts of eastern South Dakota and works its way through on Thursday. These yellow arrows indicate a lot more wind on Thursday as well. So a lot of snow and blowing snow and tricky travel conditions will be likely. And again, we'll shave off that boundary at Grand Forks right now. This could shift. Keep your eyes on the forecast. That's still 2 days out yet. So a turkey of a forecast, and here's a fitting picture for that. Gary uploading this dandy from Crookston. Beautiful to see those birds out and about. I know there's a bunch hanging around in Moorhead. Well, Wednesday and Thursday, snowy. Behind that, Arctic cold. Temperatures in the morning between 20 and 30 below. With a little warm-up Saturday, but that comes at a price. Chance of snow is pretty good again as we begin next work week as well.
Hey, look, there's a 23.
What was there?
Yeah.
I forgot all about that.
It came with snow.
I should have that thing blinking on there.
I know. That's what I noticed first.
Just look at this.
Yeah.
All
Thanks,
right, you're welcome.